This stuff yesterday. Yesterday I took a note, so today we'll just be kind of breezing through. So, we graph our first line. Where does it start? -2. So we're going to go to -2 and we're going to put a dot. What is the slope? What's the slope? -5/2. Okay, so we're going to go up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/2. Okay, should that be a solid or dotted line? Solid, okay? It's not even one of those like problems where we have the different kinds of lines, okay? Because it says equals, we're doing both solid lines for both. Okay, so we got our first line there. The second line starts at +2. Okay, and our slope is -1/2. So we're going to go up 1/2. Okay, and you can see that connection point. What is that dot or coordinate? -2, 3. What are the other two solution options? Okay, this is a one solution. What's the other ones? What's this look like? No solution, and then there's one more. Infinite solution. What does that look like? Yeah, it's a line on top of a line. Okay. Number 3, okay, is y by itself? No. Okay, so we need to get it by itself. So we're going to say 3x minus 2y equals -2. What needs moved first? The x's. Okay, we always add or subtract the x's, and I wrote these steps out yesterday. If you don't have them, watch yesterday's video. Okay, so I got -2y equals, and this part we just write as a straight line. So it's going to be -2 minus 3x. Okay, and then what's our next step? Divide by whatever number's by the y. So in this case, it's a -2. Okay, so we're going to say divide by -2, each piece. So we get y equals, what is -2 over -2? 1. -3 over -2. Yeah, it's going to be +3/2x. Okay, so our first line is ready to be graphed. Okay, line 2 says x minus 2y equals 2. Erica, put that up. Okay, and we say minus x, minus x. So I got -2y equals 2 minus x. And then I divide by -2. So I got y equals, what is 2 divided by -2? -1. -x over -2. Plus 1/2x. Okay, and then this line is ready to be graphed. Okay, the black line, where's it start? At 1. Okay, it starts at 1, and we have a slope of 3/2. So we go up 3, 1, 2, 3/2. Okay, or you can go down 3, 1, 2, 3/2. 1, 2, 3/2. Okay, on the first line, you need to plot as many points as you can. Okay, line 2, where's it start? -1. And our slope is 1/2. So we're going to go up 1/2. Okay, or you can go down 1 over 2. What is the intersection point? -2, -2. Good, can I scroll? Okay, 5. Okay, we graph what first? What do you always graph first? The y-intercept. Is there one? No, so what is it?
0.
It's 0. Okay, so our line starts at 0 and our slope is -1. Okay, so you're gonna go up 1 over 1. Okay, and you don't have to plot all these dots. You can plot as many as you need to get a line. Okay, should that be a solid line or a dotted line?
Dotted.
Definitely a dotted line. Okay, and then this says y is what? Greater than. Okay, so are we going to shade the 6 side or -6 side? Good. Okay, 7. Where does line 1 start? -3. What is the slope? 5 over 3. So we're going to go up 5 and over 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over 3. Should that be a solid or dotted line? Solid line. Okay, and then this says y is what? Less than. So am I going to shade the -5 or the +5 side? -5 side. Okay, do not shade too dark, okay, because we still got to graph the other one. Okay, line 2. Where does it start? +3. And my slope is -1/3. So we're going to go up 1 over 3. Okay, or you can go down 1 over 3. Should that one be positive or positive? What do you call it? Dotted or solid? Solid line. Okay, now pretend like the black one is not there. Okay? So if we're just looking at the blue one, this says y is what? Greater. Okay, so are we going to shade the +5 side or the -5 side? +5 side. So that means everything above the blue line is going to get shaded. Where is it shaded both times? Yeah, so if you were to label these, okay, you got one section where it's just blue, one where it's blue and black, one where it's just black, and one where it's like, whatever you want to call it, plain, okay? So the section that it's shaded twice, or both colors, is going to be shaded in. Okay, this should be shaded nice and super dark. Okay, this is acceptable. Some of your guys' stuff is not acceptable. I've been grading your papers. I've been telling you, okay, you need to make sure that it is nice and dark on one section that I can tell that is most definitely your answer. Okay? If it's not, I don't want to hear no, well, I shaded it. No, you didn't. Okay? Okay, 9. Y is not by itself, so we need to write it down. So we got 4x minus 3y is less than or equal to 9. Same thing. What's our first step? Always. Yeah, it's always going to be add or subtract the x's. So in this case, we're going to subtract. So we say minus 4x minus 4x. So I got negative 3y is less than or equal to 9 minus 4x. What's our next step? Divide by 3, or negative 3. Okay, when do we need to flip a sign? If we divide by a negative, which number would need to be negative in order for us to divide? The y, okay? So we divided by a negative 3, meaning that if my mouth is faced this way, okay, it now needs to be going this way. Okay, so it is, so we need to turn the sign the other way. Okay, so what is 9 over negative 3? Negative 3. Negative 4 over negative 3. Plus 4 over 3x. Okay, the other equation looks like x plus 3y is less than or equal to 6. Okay, we're going to subtract the x's. So we got 3y is less than or equal to 6 minus x. What's your next step? Divide by 3. Do we need to flip our sign? Why not? The 3 is not negative, so we do not need to flip our sign. Okay? So we got y. We're going to keep our sign the way it is. What is 6 over 3? 2. Negative x over 3. Negative 1 over 3x. Okay, I can tell you right now this problem is worth the most on your test. Okay, because you have to solve both of them, and then you're going to have solid or dotted lines. I have to be able to look at and see, make sure your y-intercept's in the right spot. Is your slope in the right spot? Is it solid or dotted? Did you shade above or below for both lines? Do you have your solution covered in? Okay, so make sure that today you at least practice this one. Okay, that would be my advice. Okay, do not skip that problem today when you're doing your homework. I know some of you guys want to skip it because it's a lot of work, but you definitely need the practice. Okay, so the black line starts at negative 3. And our slope is 4/3. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 over 3. Should that be a solid or dotted line? Solid line. Okay, and then it says y is greater than, so we're going to shade everything above. The blue line starts out at what? 2. And my slope is negative 1/3, so we're going to go up 1 over 3, or you can go down 1 over 3. Okay, that one should also be a solid line. Do we shade above or below? Below. Good morning. Okay, where is it shaded twice? Yeah, okay, so it's going to be this whole section. Should all be shaded. Okay, some of you guys have a tendency to like just shade this part. Make sure that you're shading the whole entire like piece, not just part of the piece. So don't just shade like this part. Okay, it goes all the way up to here.